shipping changes.
Hey, what's up, Rockstars? Welcome into the RockstarFlipper YouTube channel. Today's Tuesday, it's June 18th, 2019. And if you don't follow me on my Facebook group or page or the Instagram, Twitter accounts, I advertised recently to buy neckties in bulk. I bought a ton of them. Feel free to email me if you want. I don't know if I'm buying any more. I'll take a look at what you have, maybe, maybe not. But I bought almost 1,000 neckties. I think I paid, I don't know, right around $1,000, $900, $1,000, just under $1 a piece for these in bulk. They were from multiple different people. Some people I paid $1.50, some people I paid 50 cents, just depended on the quality and the brands of the necktie. The reason I'm creating a niche Poshmark store for only neckties and also going to convert a lot of eBay listings over to a new photography listing template that I have. So today, one of those boxes, which is heavy, showed up. This thing is huge. Full of, I believe this is 320 neckties. This weighed 26 pounds from zone 2, and I think it cost maybe 30 or 40 bucks for this person to ship it to me. I have not opened it. You guys can still see. I'll spin it all the way around. It's still sealed in every way, shape, form, or fashion. And I want to go ahead and open this box for you guys live on, not really live, but on the video, unedited, sort of, and show you what I got. Also, I got a box in yesterday that I paid $70 for. It had like 42 ties in it, 70 bucks. So I paid like $1.75, $1.80, something like that. One of them was a Burberry London tie. And so this tie right here is probably, I don't know, $25, $35. I'm probably gonna keep this one for myself. I actually kind of like it. A Charles DeWitt tie, which this one's only worth about 20 bucks. But I also got 1, 2, 3, 4 Donald Trump ties. Hopefully they're worth over 100. So these will get the money back, and then I've got an entire other pile of ties over here, including Tommy Hilfiger, Brooks Brothers, Polo, Vineyard Vines, tons of ties to make the profit. I should turn that 70 into 300 or 400. That's the plan. So that was a good box, but this is the big box, 320. And I want to go ahead and crack it open. I don't even know how to begin to open this up. I just brought a pair of scissors, which is probably a mistake. I probably should have gotten a box knife out of the office, I guess. But actually, it looks like this side is pretty much not taped. Yeah, this side's not taped. So let me go ahead and crack this one open. There we go. That was easy. All right, so there we go. Wow, they are. Look at these, they're inside of individual Ziploc baggies. Holy moly, I did not expect that. Wow, good grief. There's so many ties in here, and don't get me wrong, there are some name brands, there is some junk. When I bought them in bulk, I took them the good with the bad, so that's sort of how it goes. You buy 320 ties, and hopefully you can get 50 ties that get you 10 bucks a piece for $500 after fees and shipping, and then the rest should be profit, beyond that. We've got Tabasco ties. I usually do well on these, 9, 10, 11 bucks, so you can net 5 or 6. Man, I can't tell what any of this is. They're literally all inside of, every one of them inside of Ziploc bags, but there's supposed to be 320 ties, it looks like. Oh, we got some out of the Ziplocs. So we got, oh look, Hugo Boss. So this is a really good tie brand. You can look up Hugo Boss. You guys are familiar with Hugo Boss brand, right? The zoom's not working so great, but anyways, believe me, it's Hugo Boss. We've got, a pink Tommy Hilfiger, something you can get 8 to 10 bucks for. DKNY is okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. I know there's gonna be some Polo, McKinsey, this is okay, McKinsey's okay. Pronto Umo, I do all right on. Countess Mara with, this is like a bow tie with the tag, so that's something I can get 8 to 10 out of. So there's some Christmas ties, which we'll do okay later on in the year. Jose Bank, not great, but with the good colors, I can get 8 to 10 out of it. Hilfiger, Polo, this one looks like it could be it's an Izod. And so this is kind of the mixed lot that I get. Now, I'm gonna give you guys some advice and not some advice. Another Tommy Hilfiger. The advice here is that Abercrombie & Fitch, is that ties sell slow. Calvin Klein, Tommy. Ties sell pretty slow in general. And the thing about ties is that it's very long tail. I could put this Tabasco tie up for 10 bucks or 12 bucks and it will sell. But it could be a month, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. Never know. Now, when you're paying 10 cents or 20 cents or 50 cents for something, that's fine. So, you know, I paid whatever, 40, 50 cents a piece for these, 60 cents. I don't even know the price. I gotta go back and look. But it was under $1. And so when you're only into something for 50 cents, it could sit on the shelf all year. Even if you relist it 12 times at 10 cents with a premium store, that's $1.20 plus your 50 cents is $1.70. If you're selling it for 10, 12, $14, it's a great profit percentage. You're only gonna make 5 or 6 or 7 bucks, but that becomes a volume-based business. And so before you try to duplicate what I'm doing here, I'm not saying this is a bad business. Obviously, if it was, I wouldn't be doing it. But know that you can't buy 50 ties or 100 ties and expect to make money. You're only gonna sell one a day, one every other day, one every 3 days. You might only sell 10 ties a month, you never know. It takes hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of ties to sell consistently 10, 15, 20, 25 ties per day. So there's a guy on eBay, which I've mentioned many times, I've done a whole video on him, 23,000, 22, he fluctuates between like 21, 22 and 25,000 active ties, and he can sell a couple hundred ties a day. That makes sense, he's got 20,000 ties. With me, I bought about 1,000 ties. This box is 320, the one from yesterday was 40 some, so that's 360. I've got a bunch more inbound. I've got a 120 piece, a 60 piece, 200 piece, so I'll have 1,000 more ties. Plus, I already have almost 2,000 or 2,500 of my own that I'll probably list 500 or 1,000 of and bulk lot the rest. But you have to have a ton of ties. It's volume based. Now, the reason nobody wants to do volume based business unless it's in quantities. Each one of these is individual, unique items that have to be photographed and listed. That sounds insane, and it is. It's crazy. But here's the reason why I am sort of doing this as a supplement to my other eBay store that does electronics and high dollar. Because this material is almost zero cost inventory. If I buy this whole box for 100, 150 bucks, after I sell 5%, 10% of the box, the money's already back. And everything that's sitting in inventory is free. It's got zero cost at that point, not technically on accounting, but you know what I mean. I've paid for the whole box. And so I can take this inventory and every time one sells, I'm making profit. And so after I build the inventory for 3, 6, 9 months a year, I'll have thousands of pieces selling every day, doing 10,000, 15,000 a month in sales. That's all profit after the fees and shipping. So I'll be at like 60 to 70% margins on 10 grand is 6,000, 7,000 a month in profit by building up the inventory. You could do it for plushes, you could do it for TV remotes, you could do it for anything that you can list in volume that you can get for next to nothing. Now you do have to put in the work. I'm gonna target, once Kate's back from vacation, I did 25 ties yesterday in 2 hours. A little more than 2 hours with the photographs, the measurements, 2 measurements, width and length, full length, and the width across. Photographs, 4 photos each. I get the front, I get the measurement, I get the back with the tags, and maybe like 1 more photo. So 4 photos each, measurements, you know, about 3 to 4 minutes each. Maybe 5 minutes, and that way you can get done 12 an hour, 24, 25 in 2 hours. And that way, if Kate's back, we should be able to put up 30, 40, 50 ties a day. And over, you know, working hard for a couple months, we can get up 1,000 ties. If we're each doing 30, 40, 50, you know, doing, you know, 250, 300, 400 ties a week, you know, hopefully at least 1,000 to 1,200 a month over the course of a couple months, we'll build an inventory. And so these are very easy to store. We can store 2,000 ties, I did the math, in our bin system on 1 garage shelving. A, 101, 102, 103, 104, you know, 50 ties in a medium-sized bin. Slide that bin in side by side, 100 ties, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, all the way down so-and-so. The garage shelving units that we have will allow 3 across and then 6 up and down. So 18 total bins, hopefully at 50 to 60 per bin, and that'll put us at over 1,000 ties, and then the second half of it where it splits and it goes to the second half will hold another 1,000. So 2,000 ties on a shelving unit is the idea. And so 1 shelving unit, 2,000 pieces. If we go over that, we'll get another shelving unit. No big deal. And we actually do have another one. So it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of volume. But the bottom line is it can be done, and you don't have to do it with ties. You could do it with a lot of different items. So look into a different merchandise. You know, I have outlets and sources and ways to get this many ties. A lot of you may not. You may have a way to get electronics. You just have to look around, Google bulk buyers, go on eBay. I actually bought one of these lots off of eBay. I bought 22 ties for $22. It was $1 each, but those ties are gonna fetch, you know, $120, $200, you know, $120, $140, $160 on the low end, up to $180 or $200 on the high end. So look for ways to find merchandise. Do it in bulk. I didn't have to source any of these. They all came into me, and now we're just sitting down listing, and we'll go to town. Easy to store, easy to ship, all the same size, all the same poly mailer, and it's just really easy work. And so we'll do that, and hopefully we can build the niche store up to a $10,000 a month store or more. Between Posh and the eBay cross posting, we want to do 5,000 on each. So that's it. I bought a ton of bulk ties. It's awesome. I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like button and check back later for 100 awesome items. Day 14, I think we're on day 14. Thanks as always, guys, and I'll see you next time.